So first of all, I've got to say, coming off the holidays, this is always one of my favorite BOMA events because in a lot of ways, to me, it feels like a family reunion. So many friends, so much energy, so much excitement about the potential of a new year. It's just incredible to see this many people gather together to celebrate the success of last year and to look forward into 2014. But first, I'd like to say a special thank you to Miller. Thank you for your year as president. I've really enjoyed the opportunity to get to work with you, to see firsthand your humble leadership, your thoughtfulness, your steadiness in guiding the organization forward and making a successful year. You've had an impact on my life since I joined the staff about 8 years ago as a communications director, and it's been a real pleasure to get a chance to work together in this capacity as well. So thank you. And I'd also like to say a thank you to our entire board of directors because we have the most diverse, creative, and forward-thinking board of directors I think the entire BOMA Federation has. And the reason I know that is because as I travel the nation to BOMA International meetings, I get one question over and over again, and it's this: what is Georgia doing next? Because we have built a reputation for innovation, for creativity, for doing new things, and BOMAs around the nation are now looking to Georgia to see what's next and to get new ideas for their organizations as well. And of course, it's our committee chairs and vice chairs and active members that really implement this vision of the board of directors. So thank you for everyone who's active in the organization as well. And thank you to our staff. Sharon, Aaron, Jacob, Beth, and Brandy, the best nonprofit team in the state of Georgia. So as you all know, last year was about celebration, right? We learned a lot of things about ourselves as we began to look at our century of service to the real estate industry. We were reminded that we're part of something bigger than ourselves. That when we come together in BOMA, we're able to accomplish things we couldn't do on our own. And as we do that, we advance the real estate industry and we build meaningful friendships that last a lifetime. We rediscovered a lot about ourselves as well. Through the BOMA Legacy Project, we rediscovered that in 1913, when we were founded, we had a direct tie to the economic development of the city of Atlanta. And ever since that day, we've been an active voice in representing the interest of commercial real estate at the state and local level. We rediscovered that we were a leader in energy and water conservation long before the current environmental movement, that we've always been pushing our members to conserve, to save, to do better with the properties that they manage. And as early as the 1920s, we were a compassionate organization, having community service projects that serve the neediest among our community. And from day one, we were a leader in education, providing educational opportunities that advance the real estate industry and make a difference in the lives of our members. Through our Centennial video series, we reconnected our current leaders with the legends of our industry to discuss how the industry has evolved over the last century and how our organization has adapted. And through the hard work of our Centennial Celebration Task Force and the great work of Sharon Shuford, we produced a Centennial Celebration event in November that will be remembered for generations. But last year was about more than just reminiscing. We also squarely focused on serving the real estate industry. To that point, we increased participation in our BOMA committees dramatically. We sold out our sports outing and our trade show, and for the 8th year in a row, we increased the amount of educational opportunities that are available to our members. In fact, we continue to be a leader in education. BOMA, Georgia has the largest portfolio of educational opportunities that you'll find in the entire state of Georgia for real estate organizations. We offer designation programs like the RPA, the FMA, SMA and SMT, certificate programs, shared interest groups, seminars, all designed to help our members be more effective at their jobs and more profitable for the properties that they manage. Last year, we expanded our educational opportunities. In fact, we offered nearly 30 opportunities for free. I want to underscore that. Last year, we offered 30 free educational programs for our members. There's no real estate organization in the state of Georgia that does more for free for their members than BOMA, Georgia, and I'm incredibly proud of that. Last year, we were also a leader in advocacy. We have built a reputation for representing the needs of our industry at the state and local level, and our advocacy victories have saved the industry time and money. To further that cause, we also reorganized our staff by hiring a full-time government affairs coordinator that now works collaboratively with our government affairs committee to make sure that we're well represented at all levels of government. And last year, we embraced our identity as a statewide organization. We offered educational programs in Augusta and in Macon. And in Macon, we even took things a step further. We had an advocacy day in which our Government Affairs Committee met with members in Macon and Middle Georgia legislators to discuss needs of statewide importance right there in Middle Georgia, repositioning BOMA as a statewide organization concerned about issues of economic development, transportation, taxes, and other regulations that affect our industry. And finally, our board of directors last year created a new strategic plan, a plan that will guide our organization forward over the next decade. It's got some incredibly exciting initiatives, and I'd like to tell you about a few of those that are going to take place next year. So what's in store for 2014? In 2014, we will continue our expansion as a statewide organization by offering nearly a dozen educational programs across the state, from Augusta to Macon and in Savannah. And at the same time, we're going to expand our educational programs right here in Metro Atlanta. One of the most exciting educational programs that we're going to launch this year is called the High Performance Designation Program. It's in conjunction with the Building Owners and Managers Institute, or BOMA. Now, many of you are familiar with the RPA and FMA programs. This is a supplement to those courses. It's 3 brand new classes focused on environmental sustainability and high-performance management practices. When you complete those courses, you earn an enhanced designation of an RPA/HP or an FMA-HP. It will recognize your ability to manage high-performance buildings to your employers and to your properties that you work with. I'm proud to say we're not only offering that class, we developed it. 2 years ago, we struck a partnership with BOMA to invest collaboratively in developing this program. From the United States to Canada, BOMA, Georgia will be recognized as a leader in environmental sustainability because we now have co-developed this new platform for high-performance buildings throughout North America. In addition to that, we will do a research study that will help us to be more proactive at the state legislature. By 2015, we will work with legislators at the state capitol to not only respond to emerging legislation, but we will work with them to craft new bills that will strengthen our industry. And responding to the high demand that we see for our networking opportunities, we're creating a new fun event in April. It's called the BOMA Bowl. The BOMA Bowl is going to be an afternoon filled with networking and fun, and a little bit of bowling as well. It's going to be an event that's going to help us to really build relationships that last. Because you see, we've learned something over the years. We've realized that as we put together events like our trade show and our sports outing, and we get outside of the business environment just a little, the nature of the relationships that we form are that much more solid. And so this event is going to be great for networking. It's going to be great for fun. It's also going to be great for business. And one of the most exciting initiatives that we are launching next year, coming on the heels of 100 years of BOMA, Georgia, is the announcement of the creation of a new charitable foundation. Today we are announcing the creation of the BOMA, Georgia Foundation. And before I tell you about the foundation and the great work that we're going to do over the next 100 years, I'd like to recognize the Board of Trustees that will guide this important initiative over the coming year. As I call your name, please stand and please hold your applause until the end. Judy Sponsel, Chair of the BOMA, Georgia Foundation. Pat Freeman, Vice Chair. Linda Beauchamp, Treasurer. Ian Hughes, Trustee. Patty Brown, Trustee. Thank you in advance for your dedication to this new initiative. This is an opportunity to impact our industry and literally change lives. The foundation is created for 2 purposes: to advance real estate education and real estate research. The research that we will produce in the coming years will help you to be more effective, more efficient, and more profitable at your jobs, returning value to the owners of the properties that you manage. The educational programs that we will support will give access to education to countless real estate professionals throughout the state. In the face of tight corporate budgets and limited personal finances, too many of our educational programs have been out of reach for too many of our members. The BOMA Georgia Foundation will solve that problem. Starting today, you can actually apply for scholarships. And these scholarships are not only going to impact the careers of individuals, but I believe they're going to impact lives. They're going to change lives because as we educate the workforce here in Georgia for commercial real estate and give people opportunities to succeed, it's going to change the career trajectory of so many individuals. So today I ask to do two things. First, if you're interested in a scholarship to help fund the cost of educational programs, go to our website, bomageorgiafoundation.org, and sign up for a scholarship today. The Board of Directors has generously allocated funds to support scholarships starting today. The second thing I'd ask you to do is make a personal donation to the foundation. I've done so, and I ask you to do so as well, because I really believe that as we look forward over the next 100 years, we're reminded that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. And the BOMA Georgia Foundation is a tremendous opportunity for us to remember that and to make a positive impact on the lives of others. Thank you.